Okay, so see, first and foremost, I think it's in every man's nature to want to, have as much kids as possible with as much different women as possible. And I think it's instinctual, I'm not saying it's right. I just think that that's how dudes are. Cause as a kid, I was thinking like, well, logically, you would, as a boy, you would want to find the best DNA to have the best kids. And if it's so many people in the world, how would you know which one to choose? Like, and without just trying multiple different ones and trying to make sure it all work out. You know what I mean? But now that I've grown up and I've realized like, oh, that's real messy because the way back in the day, maybe that could work. But today's age, these kids need structure, two parents household, they need attention, they need finances, they need security, they need you around, they need your time. You can't just I don't feel like it's the best decision to have kids and not necessarily be there for them. Just have them and let them go out and be who they're gonna be and try to like. I don't think that's gonna work no more. But here we got a clip of Nick Cannon with because he got 12 kids and Bobby, which I don't know where she came from or where she went or how she's still here popping up with these dry because she's not a great interviewer, but she's asking him about his 12 kids and their names. So let's see what he says.
When she got upset, she would like scream and fire would just erupt everywhere and her hair would like.
Daughter is?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
What are their names?
I just told you.
You told me one.
Oh, you want all 12?
12 names. Go.
All right. This is where I usually get in trouble.
Why? Because you don't know all of them.
I know all of them,
Okay.
but like when you're labeled, like can you label or just
can
rattle
name.
off 12 of anything?
Yeah.
Okay, what can you
12
rattle
states?
12 of?
12
Can you name
colors.
12 states right now?
They're not, like, what's something personal to me that
Okay,
I can
can
name?
you see?
Okay, let's have some fun. West Virginia, Virginia, New York, New Jersey, right? New Jersey, Montana, Colorado, Washington, California, Texas, South Dakota, North Dakota, Florida, Georgia, Arkansas. Come on, man. Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, New Hampshire. Let's keep going. New Mexico. Did I say Washington? Yeah. Washington. Colorado. I think I already said that, man. What else we got over here? Is it Rhode Island, Maryland? All those little guys. North Carolina, South Carolina. Okay. What up? Like, bruh, yes, nigga. And I can name 12 colors too.
Exactly.
Just name them.
All of them, but
Okay.
like when you're labeled.
Look at that nigga's face when he said all of them.
Why? Because you don't know all of them.
I know all of them.
Look at that face. Nick, knock it off. You don't know all of them, bruh. Knock it off. Come on, man. Let's see. We're going to see.
But like when you're labeled, like can you label or
Yeah, I
just
can
rattle
name.
off 12 of anything?
Yeah.
Okay, what can you rattle of 12?
I can name 12 months.
12
Can you name
colors.
12 states right now?
They're not, like, what's something personal to me that
Okay,
I can
can
name?
you see exactly? Okay, name 12. What do you have 12 of?
Well, most people don't have 12 of anything. Or have $12.
Can
I
you have 12 tattoos?
I don't even have 12 tattoos. You have more kids than I have tattoos.
Exactly. All right, well, here we go. I'll label it off for you. See, let's keep me honest. There's rock, roll, golden, powerful, rise, onyx, legendary, Zion, zillion, zen, and see, this is where how many?
You're missing 2.
I'm missing 2. And then I would.
Like, nigga, at this point, I'm just going to tattoo 12 on my hand. So can't nobody ever ask me this. So when I'm thinking, be like, You know what I mean? Like, that's how you got to do it, bro. That is not I get it, Nick. Shit, you got 12 of them, bro. Like, at least they provided for and you doing the best you can with them, man. So shout out to you for that. And I understand why you want 12 kids, man. I want 10 myself, But yeah, bro, you gotta know the kids, and if you're gonna be on interviews and they're gonna be asking you to name them and stuff, because I think somebody else is just gonna try you up and try to do it again. Like, you can bet on it, you can guarantee it, stand by it. They're gonna try you up every single time on this question, bro. So you got to know your kids' names. But on the other side of that, it's like, shorty, who are you? That's what he's saying. Like you can't even name 12 states, which I don't think she could have. That's why she froze up. But more or less, I don't think that this is the best situation for the man or the kids. I think, being around and in your kid's life and having that unbreakable bond, and not allowing a third party to come in and date one of your exes and then they get to be with your kid and it's just that's slippery, that's messy. I got two kids. I don't see how I could ever allow another man around my kids. I just probably wouldn't be too cool with that outside of like if they are sports coaches or and all that, but in the household living under another man's roof with that, like, nah, the kids got to come with me. Sorry, the kids got to come with me. That's how we giving it up. That's how only way I'm accepting it, man. But yeah, Nick Cannon, I don't think don't go too hard on yourself, man, because you taking care of these kids, bro. And obviously you got a high sex drive, and you probably thought how I was thinking when I was younger and not rich and stuff, thinking like the best thing to do is to spread your seed out wide. We here to create. We got all this sperm cells, all these extra women. Yeah, I used to think like, yeah, one man should have multiple women, and it create a community, a family, and all that stuff. Like there's a part of it that makes sense, and I understand it. But then some people were saying that because the men were dying so much, it caused for women to have to be multiple wives of one person, so that way they could build back up their civilization of people. So I understood that view too, and they said it was a situational type of thing, but still, nonetheless, I think it is just a man trait that men do intend to at first, but I feel like it's something you got to grow out of. You can't permanently stay there like I'm gonna just keep on having babies and babies and babies and not take care of them, because then you're bringing kids into this world, and more than likely, if they're black, they got a higher chance of going to jail, higher chance of living their full life in poverty. Yes, you get some people that make it out with the single parent mom and become a football star, basketball star, but that's not gonna be everybody. I'm sorry, it's not gonna be everybody. So you gotta I think you gotta be mindful of you definitely got to be mindful when you out here procreating. You're in the public eye, you're doing it. You just got to make sure at the very least, bro, you know your kids' names. That's the very simplest thing you can do. Know your kid's name, right? But yeah, I think that's all I got to say on that one, unless something else comes up. But yeah, Bobby, I don't know where she came from. I don't like I said, I don't know how she's still getting these interviews. Like, come on, man. She came out of nowhere. They put her on. I think it was with Drake. She was laying in Drake's bed on her daughter's birthday. So she has no room to talk. It was her daughter's birthday, and she's laying in Drake's bed giving a whack interview. And that's the only thing we remember from that. You feel me? Like, so. And then she ended up leaving the man she was with. Now she over here doing like, man, she was with Suki Hunt. Like, come on, Bobby with Suki. Sometime the content line needs to be drawn. Like, come on, stop it. You don't need to be around Suki, all right? What type of time? Even though it was comical, but that ain't nothing you need to do. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Yeah.